Hi, my name is Ivy Cage, and this is my presentation on the Good Friday earthquake. So, when and where did this earthquake take place? The Good Friday earthquake occurred in south central Alaska on Friday, March 27th, 1964, Good Friday, which is where this earthquake got its name from. It occurred approximately at 5:36 p.m. The main magnitude of this earthquake was 9.2, which is really, really high for an earthquake. It started at around 8.2, and then the main shock of it was 9.2. So, why did this earthquake even occur? The Good Friday earthquake happened because the earthquake was in a subduction zone or a megathrust. The earthquake is caused by an oceanic plate sinking under a continental plate. The fault responsible was a megathrust, a reverse fault caused by a compressional force. So if you look on the screen, the two arrows pointing against each other, this is a convergent plate boundary, but one always subducts because it is more dense, the oceanic plate. So this plate went under, causing a subduction zone and making the force for this earthquake. Most earthquakes are found at subduction zones. So, what were the real impacts of the Good Friday earthquake? So there was a total of 131 lives lost during this earthquake. The damages were shocking as well. $15 million in damages was reported after the earthquake. In the infrastructure, there was massive shock waves that ripped streets apart, damaged homes, and just about everything you could think of. The damages were horrendous because nobody has seen an earthquake this large. For its time, it was one of the largest earthquakes ever. So, besides infrastructure, what were the real environmental impacts? Because earthquakes can be highly damaging to infrastructure, but also environmental costs. The earthquake caused an underwater landslide as well that washed away the waterfront area and resulted in the loss of 32 lives in just this underwater landslide. Alongside an underwater landslide, the quake also caused a local tsunami, which surged into town, causing significant damage. That's crazy. The massive shockwaves ripped streets apart, damaged homes, and destroyed buildings in town. This caused a massive change in the local town, needing much help to fix. The Good Friday earthquake used the biosphere, lithosphere, and the hydrosphere. So it literally almost used all four of the Earth sequences in this earthquake, using a tsunami, an underwater landslide, the lithosphere, in the earthquake itself. It was a big deal. So this is a real blast from the past. There was no colored images shown because this earthquake was so long ago. So here are some black and white photos showing the real damage, which is very unreal, of what this earthquake actually did to the town. So seen around me, here are some pictures of the downtown area in the streets. Cars, you can see really how much the roads actually shifted in its path. Cars covered in debris, houses completely ripped out of the ground, tossed around. And this beside me right here is another part of the downtown strip where you can see the storefront on the side of it is upright while the other one is sunk below, just taking this impact from the plates. Then over here, this is a road, believe it or not, which is absolutely crazy. Just completely ripped out of the ground. These are big trees, which was once a stable road with roots from the trees and held the land together very tightly. This just shows how much damage a big earthquake like this can do. So, did you know this about the Good Friday earthquake? The Good Friday earthquake is the second most powerful earthquake ever recorded in Earth's history, beaten out by the 1960 event in Chile, which reached 9.4 to 9.6 magnitudes. Of the 131 people killed during this earthquake, 119 of them died in the tsunami. Crazy. The earthquake lasted approximately 4.5 minutes, which is very, very long. That's a long time. So, coming from the earthquake, you think that they would really have it together, but they did not learn their lesson. The demolished town was rebuilt on higher ground, but not everyone was prudent about rebuilding on earthquake-prone land. Much of the dismay of some earthquake experts, luxury homes were rebuilt on areas most likely to experience earthquake damages again, including on top of the ruins of the Ternarton Heights. They didn't really connect with it. So here are my credited sources from earthquake video. Photographs